share something. Before before we used cloths and the tobacco that the white man manufactured, before we used the cloth and that at our ceremonies that were outlawed, so we couldn't go to certain bodies of water, like live bodies of water that, not dead puddles and that. We would wear those choke red these ones there, these red willows. We'd use them by 7 to 14, 21, 28, like that is what we use. And we tie them with the skin of it. We tie them up. But while we're doing that, we're saying a prayer. And that's what you see them, Hollywood tries to portray as these little wooden stick shields. It's not for that. It's for prayers. You do 7 of them, 14, like that. And after you do your ceremonies and your fasting or whatever, however you're doing it, your ceremony, you wear them during that time, front and back, like a shield over your heart and your prayers and throughout your days going into them. So you walk in a sacred manner during these fasting times. Go on a hill or go about your day doing good things. So when you're done that, do your prayers and you take them to that live body of water. And you go down, you humble yourself, you go all down on fours, and you go before that water, and you say your prayers, and you hold it there. You hold it there like a little raft. You say your final prayer, then you a whirl, WHIRL, a whirl, like New World Order. They're trying to wordplay everyone. It's a spirit. They're flipping it, eh? But I'm telling you a sacred way here. An original way from ancient, our ancestors. So that you're holding it into that water. Say your final prayer. Then you use your hand. You go like this in front of it. You create a whirl and you push it. You get up and you leave. You don't turn around and look at it like a representation of your sacred pipe smoke. You don't inhale it. Never inhale it. You leave it pure. You puff it out for your incense smoke to go to heaven crater. So you do it like that. You push that raft. You make that current, that whirl for a spirit connection, and that spirit of water. It's a very powerful one. It works for the creator. He takes that prayer up. He tells what the creator's child has done and asked for. So that's how we used to do it before we were locked in these reserves, these war camps, and given these last names and whatnot. This new way religion, the no ceremonies. It's new. It's not original. And these ones who came here and did this, they know our tree of life way is the way. Their pope system, their papacy knows. It's they call it Angelotus Antiquitas, original instructions of life, tree of life ceremonies, how to live with one another and the land and how to talk to Creator. Because this earth was stolen when the bad things fell here. It got tarnished. So these ones who came here and did all this, they know these ceremonies. They do them backwards. They try to do them huge. So they're witches and warlocks. These missionaries and judges and all lawyers or whatever. They're into dark stuff. So they do their ceremonies. They're scientists and all that. They do their ceremonies. And long ago, their bad ancestors and the giants and all that were here, they had 6 fingers. And our ancestors, when we'd meet up, we'd give we'd wave with 5, show our hand, show that we have 5 fingers and say, that's a sign for that clan that's there. You're a human. Otherwise, they'll just go after you or stay away from you. They were very destructive, these giants. Some were small like us and others were huge. They're very destructive. And today the white brother calls that Tartaria. They're just learning about it. We've been telling them about it all this time. So they did a bad ceremony there. They opened a pit, like a pit where things that come out. So our ancestors battled it and they made it to close it. It's this way, to the north, over here. Our ancestors called that part of the area Pascatin. Closed door. Closed in. And they were telling the people, don't go there, don't hunt there, don't live there, don't grow medicines there, don't pick medicines there, don't be around there, don't fish there. And they avoided that area. And then these witches and warlocks that came here, they went and flipped it after they erased their mind of these things. And now they built it, and they rebuilt it, and they called it Wasquatum. That water dams, huge water dams, and that word means open door. They named it. See how they did that? Since these dams were created, it's just getting worse on the land, more and more. Portals are opening up. That's why they give the first dibs to the children of the ones who closed it. They say, if you're from Yananu, from this land, you have first dibs on a job, go ahead. You need to see through that. You hear a lot of stories of people coming back saying, I got a lot of money, and then what? Cheating on their spouses and wives and whatever. Buying, hookers, blow. That's not good. That's not good. It's not good to live like that, because you're not cheating on your woman, you're cheating on everyone that loves her and her. You need to realize that. Or things will be too late, and you'll live like however. But at least you'll learn it, hopefully. So there you are. And there are other scientists, ones that are paid way more. They're building these huge ones with electronics. The sacred fire teachings, they're reversing it. And they're calling them CERN. These huge hydrogen colliders, they're opening portals. They could be there like that. These each time they open these things, this earth gets worse. Like in what they, the white brother calls the Bible. It's all there. It's all happening. Even our teachings is all happening. Those people's teachings is all happening. It's all happening. It's just getting more and more and more. Like soon there'll be nothing left to happen except that's it. Whatever Creator's gonna do, right? This is His creation story, not ours. We're a part of it. We're stranded in this web of life, and we need to do our part. And that's go back to the ceremonies. The ceremonies go hand in hand with the land, with the language, with the creation, with the ways of living on the land, with the language of the land. It's all one. That's why they try to destroy it. And it all comes from the Creator, from our tree of life. And I see it not going anywhere. I see it as what they say, it's handed over to that fallen, so it's all just going to get worse. The children, tribes, and everyone need to return back to your ceremonies. This is why the tree of life and all this and your ways is all coming back. It's very important. And these ceremonies, they belong to all the humans. We all come from the tree of life. And just prepare, love one another. Forgiveness comes from self, not from whatever. You know, you truly forgive yourself and want forgiveness, and right your wrongs within your own path. Not, you don't need to like go around doing the 12 steps and like, come on. What if they live on the other side of the earth? You're gonna feel like you failed. Forgive yourself. Start loving people. Start loving your life. Start standing up for your motherland, not a crown that wants to hurt you. Remember who that crown works for, that red dragon crown, who it works for in the spirit realm. Because they're not going to tell you. The one who stole this from us is not going to say your tree of life is bad, but your Creator wants to talk to you again. They're not going to say that. They're going to say, oh, only this much can dance, and you got to do this if you want to. They're trying to steal it again. We cannot let this happen. We all need to reconnect. We all need to reconnect, and the Sundance Chiefs know this. The Wiskapis know this. We can't, let's hide it if we have to. We can't cap a number on it. Cut out God's children. Probably hurt ourselves or hurt ones we love. We do that. I think it's serious. Speak for the tree, not for myself. That tree is inside you. Oh.